Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Howling at Life. Oh, okay, greatly. It faded out on its own. All right.
I was like, what are we waiting for?
Hey, everybody, it's another episode of Howling at Life here. And in studio, we got Wolfman right here, Big Adrian coming at you for sure. And in studio, we have Frankie the Monster.
What's up, guys?
I don't like that one. I'm trying new shit.
Yes, we are.
There you go, Frankie the Monster.
Yeah.
That's Frankie's deal.
Yes, it is.
We've also come up with a new drum solo for Frankie.
Yeah. Wakanda forever.
Frankie's corner. So, anyways, everybody, hey, here we are with another episode of Howling at Life.
Yes.
I don't even know. Did I do an episode last week?
Yeah. Right. Remember we came back from the show.
Oh yeah, we knocked it out. We
ate bomb ass tacos.
Knocked it out.
We knocked it out.
Hey, bro, it's been a week, bro. I'm gonna be honest
Yes.
with you. Thank you for everybody. If you follow me on social media, thank you for everybody for your love and support, man. I was in the hospital, 2 different hospitals, 3 days this week, the beginning of the week. What a pain in the ass. I'll get to it, but I'm just saying, what a fucking pain in the ass. Still dealing with some crap here and there, for sure. But thank you for all the love and support for everybody that actually showed me some love and support. I appreciate you. That was awesome for everybody.
Yes.
Just a lot of crap going on. A lot of things that are happening for sure. I'm gonna let you know right now. If you missed the comedy show, and I knew who went because it wasn't a big venue, but if you missed the last comedy show, man, you messed up because that was a good show. Even though I was not able to stand and do my show, sitting down it wasn't too bad, huh?
No, actually it wasn't. Did it actually fit you better? And
Because I'm fat?
No, not because of that. But it actually
Not only because of that, what a dick.
It was the way the stage was set up. I mean, it fit you perfect. Nobody else sat down, so you did. But I think you killed it.
That's not the one, but I'm just...
No, it's not. Yes, no.
No, it felt comfortable. I'm still waiting for for my videos for Spooky Bits to give me my videos so I can actually upload them. But if anybody knows Spooky Bits' YouTube, you can see it on YouTube. But they are on there. I want to thank everybody who did show up. Much appreciated for sure. Going on. Haven't reviewed any movies in the theater yet. I know this week I'm gonna go to the movies for sure. Still want to go see those movies, man. There's a couple movies I want to see. I want to see Primate. I want to see Mercy. Those are coming out for sure.
Yes.
But I know that me and Spooky are going to a concert on Saturday. And then my daughter's
Avatar.
Huh?
Avatar.
Yeah. And my daughter's birthday, was last week, so we're gonna be celebrating that this Sunday and stuff.
Ooh, nice.
Isn't Avatar streaming already?
No, the second one, not the third one.
The third one's not?
No.
I thought I saw it on there.
No, it's a Way of Water.
Oh, well, that is one way.
That means water.
Yay! Wee! That's not the one, it's this one. Yeah, I thought I saw it on there. Anyways, it might have been like the making or something or some, whatever the hell's going on.
Yeah.
But nothing to report here, but I do want to do a little bit of a entertainment corner, so we're gonna go ahead and do a drum roll real quick. Not Frankie's, but the regular one. Boom, entertainment corner. There are a couple things since I have been. All right, so let me kind of get into this a little bit because I had plenty of time this week to kind of just sit and relax for sure. I had to. I was in the hospital because I could not feel my lower half. If anybody knows, this year's been a fucking weird year. This flu's been kicking everyone's ass.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been getting it. I know one of my sponsors has it right now. But like everybody's been getting it. My dad said he's still getting over the cough like after a month later.
Oh shit.
Right? And stuff like that. So, luckily my cough is a little bit better, but it's been like over a month since me and Spooky have smoked and stuff. So a lot of that crap's coming out, but not as much as you think. It's just a little bit of a cough. Okay. These fucking nicotine pouches, motherfucker, they work, dog. They're helping me out immensely. Damn. So part of the thing is though, I couldn't feel my lower extremities. I think I coughed so much that I kind of pinched a nerve, and all my nerves just kind of got shot to shit. Damn. So I had to go to the hospital, and they had to do an MRI. They were going to do a spinal tap because they thought I was going to be paralyzed, and just a lot of shit that was going on. So it was very kind of nerve wracking. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I had a lot of time to kind of just sit and relax and watch some shit. So in this entertainment corner, there's a couple things I want to review. Some that I was able to pick apart. From just sitting at home and watching shit. One of the things I want to let everybody know, if you have a chance, go on Hulu and watch is it Hulu? Watch the new Fear Factor.
Oh yeah.
Fear Factor with Johnny Knoxville.
I saw the first episode.
Did you see it?
Bro, I was fucking brutal on the first fucking thing they did. They had to be sucked in a fucking plastic bag.
Yeah.
Bro, I had.
So they did that at 17th Door, bro. That was one of their new ones, man.
Bro, I was shitting bricks because I'm very claustrophobic. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I've gotten like that as older. I've gotten. Yeah.
And dude, when I saw them how sucked in and tight, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like my heart was pounding, bro. I was just like, "Oh my god, I can't breathe." I had to open the door, dude, because I felt claustrophobic myself.
Dude, they look like when you squeeze the juice box, the Capri Suns.
Yes.
Did you hear when they were in there though? That I can't breathe. Yeah. And they're like, "It's getting tighter. Yeah. It's getting tighter." I was like, "Fuck!" I go, dude. I don't know how much tighter that can get, dude.
I know, dude. And then
you haven't seen the second?
No, I've not seen the second episode.
Man.
And then Johnny Knoxville comes over out of nowhere. He's like, "And guess what, guys? Lights off." And I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, it's a Fear Factor, House of Fear, or something like that.
Yes.
Johnny Knoxville, of course, he's famous for all the Jackass stuff, and of course he's starred in some movies. But he's a great host for this series. He has a little bit of that kind of deal. He kind of throws it in there a little bit, right? Yeah. But this is a perfect show for him to host.
Hell yeah!
It's great. They have little throwbacks to the old Fear Factor, for some of the things, but. Brutal. The difference with this one, it's you get to see these contestants live in a house.
Yes, together.
So you got that reality show kind of kick, but it's all Fear Factor based. So
yeah, it's like kind of Real World. If you ever have seen Real World show.
Wow, you went back into the day, dog.
Yes,
you went back to the 90s.
That shit, Real World.
So it comes with that, but then you start seeing a little bit of the game that's kind of played, how people kind of fuck with each other and blah blah blah, whatever. So it's a really great that they kind of combine the two in this one. You know what I mean? But he's a great host.
I agree with you. I definitely like his vibe, the way he brings his very original. It's very Jackass. He's not, he's all like, "Guess what, guys?" He laughs. You know what I mean? Like he throws that his originality at wherever he's at. You know what I mean? And and who doesn't love Johnny Knoxville, man?
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool, man. But yeah, the second one's even worse, bro. I think the third one's gonna happen tonight. Actually, the third episode. Okay. Because I think it comes out every Sunday. But if you have a chance to see it, Fear Factor. I think it's one episode every Sunday, kind of a deal.
Yeah.
But it's a great throwback if you ever liked any of the Fear Factor episodes and stuff like that. But this one has a great take because of that reality show that you get to see them living together, and then you get to see the people that win the first competition, choose who goes and does the other competition. So there's a lot of that backstabby, that reality show kind of.
I like the little rec room where they all go inside and the winners, and I was like, oh shit.
The second one's brutal, bro. The second one's brutal. This it has to do with drinking shit.
Oh.
And it's brutal. But anyways, a lot of head games, a lot of shit. So if you have a chance to see it, Fear Factor, House of Fear, it's a great show. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, you know what other show that has got my attention right now and I'm kind of hooked on it? His and Hers.
Oh, we watched it. Yeah, we finished it. His and Hers was great, dude.
I'm not done. I'm on episode 3.
Wait until dude.
I'm ready to start episode 3 tonight.
Me and Spooky already finished the whole thing, dog. It's only 6 episodes. Yes. If you have a chance, it's on Netflix. It's His and Her with John Berthnall.
Yeah.
Right? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
and he's in this.
Great actor.
Yeah, great actor for sure. If you have a chance to see it, which is funny because I just saw Wolf of Wall Street again today.
Oh hell yeah!
It was great. I was like, just great movie. I was watching it while my stepdaughter and Spooky, they went to go take the dog to the vet because the dog's a little sick right now. The new dog. Yeah. She's got some parasite kind of thing, so she's kind of
Prayers. She gets better.
Yeah. She's down for the count for a couple weeks. So I came back and I paused. I go, hey, what's up? And it was on Leonardo DiCaprio. He's in the office, and my stepdaughter goes, Wolf of Wall Street? Yeah. She goes, good movie. Is he in the movie? But anyway, so he's in the movie, right? So, but anyways, His and Hers is on Netflix.
Yeah.
It has to do with John Berthelot as a detective and as a reporter, blah, blah, blah. There's all sorts of shit. But you're not going to start getting the twist until episode 5.
Oh, shit.
Which is second to the last episode. And then in episode 6, you're really going to get... Like, the twist is good, but that last twist on the last episode where they kind of solve everything...
Yeah.
Throws it over the top, dog. Throws it over the top. His and Hers. If you have a chance to see this, it's a great show. It does. It's a little slow burn in the beginning, but like it gets you. It gets you in it. Yeah. Man, I'm telling you right now, dude. You finish watching this thing, dude, and then talk to me, bro, or talk to me next week when you finish it.
Yes.
Because oh my God, dude, the twist and the episode 5, and then the bigger twist.
Ooh, I can't
episode 6, you're not gonna see it coming.
All right, I'm gonna watch.
You're not gonna see it coming.
3.
But if you have a chance to see that, His and Hers, it's a great show for sure. It's only 6 episodes, it's not that bad. But if you have a chance to see it, Two Paw Prints way the hell up on that one. They did a great job for such a limited series too. Yeah. There's a lot of shows.
There's a lot of shows coming out now.
No. But the thing is, there's a lot of shows that don't have that. They try to have that intensity, but they try to drag it out because they're trying to do like 3 seasons and 2 seasons. This one doesn't do that. It's it says it's a limited series, which is like 6 episodes. They got the story in and out, and it rocked it out of the park. Damn. So that's a great thing for sure. Again, like I was saying, I watched Wolf of Wall Street. You know which one I just saw today? Actually, me and Spooky saw it again, and we didn't even remember it really. Yeah. Was the Multiverse of Madness?
Oh yeah, DC.
No, Marvel. It's Doctor Strange and Wanda.
Oh yeah. Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Madness, something more Madness.
Yeah, it's like Multiverse of Madness or something. Whatever. But I rewatched it today. I was like, that's a damn good movie, bro. It was on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it was good.
You know what I mean? So that was actually a really cool movie to kind of revisit, I guess you could say. Going on. So if you have a chance, kind of go back and see a couple of the movies or whatever's going on. But there's a lot of good shit that's out there for sure.
Yes. Another good show that I started watching that you told me about. Go watch The Pitt.
Oh, season 2. I gotta get back into it. Yeah.
I started watching that one.
Are you on the first season?
Yes.
It's bad, huh?
Yes, dude. I got into it like in the second, third episode. Like, oh shit, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, season 2 has started of The Pitt. That's a great show. I know they got nominated for a lot of Golden Globes, I believe.
You know what show that reminded me of that one that I liked a lot was House. House. That guy was good.
So I went to Buffalo Wild Wings today, bro, right? Because it was like the AFC playoffs or whatever, which I'm not a sports guy, but I went because, one of my old buddies, whatever, which I don't think I'm going to do it again. The service sucked and it was just like...
that's a bad spot to go.
It was a waste of 2 hours.
Yep.
Then the team sucked too and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But, the funny part about it, though, dude, is like I walked with a cane because I've been walking with a cane the last couple of days to kind of get my energy back in my legs and my feeling, whatever. And my buddy's daughter's like, you're like House. With a cane. And I went, fuck you. I was like, oh no, thanks, mija. Thank you so much. It's awesome. Thank you so much for that observation.
Yeah, exactly, right.
At least she didn't say casa because I'm Mexican.
Right, because she couldn't.
Yeah, she go off with him. A ver, güey. A ver, cabrón. A ver, see what you're going to do and be like, a ver. So yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of good shows that are happening for sure. There's a lot of good things that are out there to watch for sure. Just keep your eyes out. There's a lot of good things that are going on. A lot of movies. Still got to see Mercy and Primate and Avatar thing, and there's a lot more movies coming out. That's why I need to hurry up and get in there.
Yes.
So I think me and Spooky are gonna go tomorrow night. to go see a movie. I'm not sure which one we're gonna see. But you need to get on a better schedule, fucker, because you're always like, let's go to a movie. Fuck it, I'm waiting for you, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, it's because I work. Yeah, I know you work, motherfucker. But it's kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard. There's a lot of stuff that's popping up. There's a lot of things that are going on. Yesterday, I finally was able to grill, which I was very happy about. I was able to get my new grill working. Because I'll get to it in the topic. But yesterday, I got to grill and stuff, so that was great. You know what I mean? Got to go to where Sexy Sasquatch Santino was. So check this out, bro. Santino had bought some carne asada years ago, or maybe a year ago or some shit. I don't remember. It was a while. But my stepdaughter's like, I need that meat, and he never remembered where the hell he got it.
Okay.
So we're like going everywhere trying to figure out, maybe it's Northgate, and we couldn't find it. So finally, I think he hit me up like last month. He goes, I remember where I bought it. Hey babe, where was that? Right? He asked Lady Eddie, his lady, and she goes, oh, this meat market in Anaheim. I went, in Anaheim? Well, I live in Anaheim. She goes, no, on the other side of Anaheim. Okay. So anyway, we went to go pick up my stepdaughter from Barstow, bro. Right. And on the way back, I'm like, you know what? I'm not feeling hot, man. Whatever. Like, let's get some food. I'll just grill and we'll just chill. I'll finish up some schoolwork and we're done, right? Mm-hmm. I said, all right, cool. So then we ended up I got a lot of meat, bro. I got like 7 pounds of this is only for me, Spooky, and her daughter. Damn. 7 pounds of carne asada marinated. I got 5 pounds of chicken, refried beans, zucchinis, corns, tortillas. Like, I went to town, dog. I'm telling you, I went to town. And we cooked it all up, and the grill was like fucking, man, I was so happy, bro, just grilling, just sitting there. My back started hurting a little bit, whatever. But after we ate, we're like, you want to go for a nap? Dessert? You want ice cream? No? You want to go see peace? No matter how old I get, bro, if I got to go to sleep, I try to make it cute, bro. You want to go see peace? Go nappies?
Oh, my God.
You know, like when you have your lady and shit, you start acting, hey, gorda. Like, they're all cute names, like, hey, babe, what's up, hun? Hey, sweetie. And the older you get, you start fucking throwing, like, jabs with your terms of endearment. Hey, panzón. Hey, fat fuck. Hey, feo.
Hey, culero.
¿Qué quieres, cabrona? Stupid bitch.
We're going nappies.
Hey, bitch, we're going nappies. Cabrona. Hey, gorda. ¿Qué gordo? The fat calling the fat. So anyways, I grilled yesterday and we got to sleep and shit, right, bro? And it was fucking hilarious. And the funny thing is, like, you get in arguments, bro, and you try to be cute. All right, babe. It doesn't have the same, like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have the same cha-cha, you know? Yeah. Hey, gordo. Like, you know what I mean?
No, it doesn't.
like my mom and dad have that kind of deal. I think she calls him panzón. And then I don't know what my dad calls her. I think he has to be careful. Kind of a deal, but like I always hear that, hey panzón. You start just throwing jabs, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like if your partner has big ears, orejas. Hey, earlobes. Come here. You know I feel insecure about my earlobes. No, I mean, look, come here. Want to go nappies? Stupid shit we do, bro. That's stupid shit. Yeah, it's very, very fucking funny. Oh, that wasn't it. No. That wasn't what I wanted. Which one is it? I was gonna throw it in there, but it didn't.
Ooh, that one right there. It says
no, that's it. This one?
Yeah.
That's not that one. No, there was another one. This one? No, that ain't it either. I know. No, it's not that one. I know this one. That's not that one either, bro. It's this one. There you go. That's the one. And then this one. So there's those two right there. But yeah, I thought it was funny, bro. I ended up grilling like you. So I was asking Spooky today, dude. I was like, hey man, I think I gotta eat. She goes, oh yeah, you want to take the stuff from Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch? I go, what am I gonna eat tonight? the food you grilled yesterday. We still got, I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, yeah, sashimi, like a couple tacos. Yeah. All right. And I looked in the fridge because I wanted to get some juice, pomegranate juice or something, right? And I looked there and there's still a big old fucking bag and shit. You know you bought too much meat to grill when halfway through the grill you're like, yeah, can we freeze the rest of this shit, dog? Like my shoulder, you know, yeah, fucking shoulder, like arms all huge. This one's all bigger than the other one. And I started trying to flip it with this one. I'm like, I look like the guy from Scary Movie. Yeah, like little mashed potatoes. But I started noticing that I was like, hey dog, my shoulder's fucking hurting, bro. Like fucking flipping. If I move that shit and if I'm flip. Yep. But it was cool. It was cool to kind of grill a little bit and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shows, a lot of stuff that's streaming. There's a lot of things out there watching. There's more concerts. There's more things going on. So if you can, try to be a part of any part of these things that are happening. Everybody, I know January's been kind of a testy month for a lot of people. So try to get out there and have some self-care. Try to enjoy some things that are going on the best you can. All right? So, and take care of yourself. Yeah. Take care of yourself, man. Self-care. Fuck self-care. Wash your fucking hands. Yep. There's a lot of flu. There's a lot of people catching it just left and right kind of a deal. Yeah. It's affecting people differently too, which is crazy. Yeah. So just make sure you're taking care of yourself. Self-care and take care of yourself. So a couple of announcements. I'm gonna go ahead. I wish I could find that fucking African one that I like. I can't find it anymore, bro. I can't find it.
We'll find it next time.
No, I will find it next time. It's not long enough, bro. It's too short. Very short. But anyways, a couple of announcements I want to let everybody know. Like I said, I'm still trying to get those videos up and load it into my YouTube. I know Spooky Bitch put it on hers, but I'm gonna try to get it on my YouTube at some point. I know that I still got a February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. I know they're having a 202 karaoke at the Anaheim Alano Club. It's a free deal. Get down. So I'll probably end up going to there because I really have to go to karaoke. I also have to talk to them about doing some other comedy shows in Anaheim right there at the 202 Club. Try to get one hopefully in March and possibly a couple more months, maybe an open mic night, you know, kind of get that done. And I also still have to, I have my show April 10th, 11th, 12th. I believe there's an AA convention out in Ridgecrest up there. Far as hell. I'm all over the place, bro. Ridgecrest, I'll be sharing my story of recovery and one night, and the other night I'll be doing comedy, so that'll be happening as well. So there's a lot of different little mini projects that are happening for sure. I want to be able to start getting into writing a book, and also want to get into possibly getting another short film out there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try to get some short films for sure out and about. Probably those 2 months that I'm off of school, it'll help me to kind of get into a point where maybe I can get into recording. Okay. I want to be able to record for sure. So maybe get together a movie between March and May before I start my my internship and my job. So between those months, be on the lookout for the next short film from Howling Big Productions. Not sure what it's going to be with. I think I have to do with the park or some shit. Because I've been wanting to do that for a minute. But want to make sure that we do that. So just be on the lookout for all of that, everybody, because there's a lot of different projects that are happening, okay? Yeah. And I want to give a big shout out to JoJo. Congratulations, my boy. He fought his first amateur fight, my buddy Sammy's kid. Oh, nice. He fought his first amateur fight and whooped the shit out of this guy in the last, like, the second round or some shit. He won his first amateur fight, so congratulations, JoJo, on that. Sorry I couldn't make it. Again, you know, we're up in Barstow and traveling. Got to see it live, you know, from Sammy, my buddy Sammy's streaming. I'm actually going to give him one of my stands, to film, so you can actually film him, because I got a few of them. Okay. I don't use all of them. So I'm going to try to give him a stance or whatever. But congratulations, JoJo, for your first amateur fight, man. Killed it, bro. The beginning was a little slow, but he was kind of he was wearing him down, bro. And at the end, they had to stop the fight. He goes, this kid's beating the shit out of this guy. No way. Yeah. So youngin', but he's up and coming. JoJo Cordova, congratulations, Mio, again, on your fight. Hey, don't get too cocky though, fucker, eh? Because, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna start, I can fucking... You can still get your ass whooped, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, congratulations, man. The fight was good. I got to see it. You know, my buddy Sammy recorded it live, so I just want to throw a little shout out to JoJo out there. It's good shit right there going on. You're trying to take the dog's pills, dude? That's fucked up. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm trying. What is that shit? Parasite? Fuck yeah, dog. So, anyways, hey, so let me go ahead and get into this, bro, and just review you, man. Like in the last week, what's been going on with you, work, and all that kind of shit? You've been going through some stuff. I know that you said that you were looking possibly another opportunity.
Yeah, you know, this week has been it's been kind of a little bit hectic at work, and
I forgot to do Frank's little chinga that hold on. Frank's corner.
Frankie's the Monster's Corner. No, Wolfpack, you know, week has been okay, but it's been a lot of eye-opening stuff too. This job is drainful, man. It's very fucking drainful, and I need a change already. I was talking to him. I ran into a buddy of mine this week at the emergency room, making good money. You know, doing easier job, less stress. You know what I mean? For more pay. So I talked to him, put my application, so hoping that something comes out. He said that he would put in a good word, but I think you're right, man. You know what I mean? I'm absolutely taking his advice. And, I'm actually, letting myself get guided by God, and this time I'm listening, man. This time I feel like it's time for another change. And, change, I can't stop change, man. I gotta grow with it. I gotta continue with it, And one of those things that I've learned this week is that, this job is very fucking drainful. It has been. And I think it's time for another change, man, which is, I've always, he's always taught me that there's nothing wrong with a fucking change, man. So, that's been happening, you know what I mean? Stuff is coming up, like he said, April's in school too. So school is starting pretty soon, April, around the corner. But I'm also looking, into other directions and schooling, other things that I popped in my way. Peer support specialist is one of the other things I was looking into. So, things are coming up, so Wolfpack are out there, just, want to let you guys know, man, it's never too late for a change, man. I'm deciding to change. I've decided, to get back to the gym, doing my routine. You know what I mean? So little by little, I'm implementing these little things in life, things are kind of rough, not rough, but things are kind of going rough right now for my mom. She fell the other day from, walking a dog, which I told her not to anymore. So...
Hey, how big is your dog?
Damn, that motherfucker is at least about 50 pounds.
Well, never mind then. Okay,
yeah.
So...
yeah, he's like 50 pounds.
You don't got no little dogs?
No.
Oh, shit.
This guy's big, bro.
Y'all need to get little dogs, bro.
Yeah. We used to have 3 fucking chihuahuas, and they were fucking crazy.
Okay. So, thanks, Frank.
Yeah. Wolfpack. But, definitely, like I said, like he said, you know what I mean? I'm learning to grow, and better opportunities are coming for me, which I want these opportunities this time around. You know what I mean? Even if fucking fear is going through my head or whatever, I know for a fact that I gotta keep going and I can't stop, man. Everything around me, everybody around me is leveling up. It's my turn to my turn to level up, and this is, my path that I'm going through, man. So. I don't know, it's kind of funny that it's going this direction, but at the same time, you know what? I'm allowing myself to get vulnerable and be like, if it's time for a change, it's time for a change, man. Because I've been down that road where, you know what I mean? I see these, some of these nurses are fucking, stressed out, man, because they got this, they got that, no time, no downtime. And it's like, I don't want to be to that point, getting that stressed out over stuff that I know that, I have no control of. So I'm letting myself be guided this time around. I'm listening to the winners, like they say, stick around with the winners.
Trying to find that one, dude. I can't find that one.
I know, right? It's fucking catchy.
I know. It's catchy as shit. I can't find
it. But like I said, Wolfpack, I'm leaving it into God's hands, man. And I'm just going for the ride, man. But this time around, I'm taking just a little bit more control of my life because I know what direction I'm heading to this time around.
I like that. Yeah. I gotta find yours, man. I've been trying to find it while you've been talking. No, but I'm glad. You know, the thing is, like, I've been talking about it. You know what I mean? It's 2026. There's a lot of stuff. Like this week, I had the fear. I have a lot of emotions for sure, man. Like, my head was messing with me because I couldn't feel my lower body and stuff, and you know, I was still able to perform, but I was like, oh shit, like, what am I gonna be able to do moving forward? Kind of a deal, and that, you know, it kind of really did freak me out. And part of the thing that I think for me is I had to kind of reconfigure, like, okay, well, what am I gonna be able to do? What kind of, I got to take it a little slower now, okay, until I get better, and you know, got to switch some shit around and simplify some things for sure. Be a little more upfront and honest about certain things. Like one of my sponsees had relapsed, and I was like, so, and I already kind of knew something was going on because he had to hit me up for like half a week. And I was like, so do you need a sponsor? Do you want to work a program? Like, what's going on, dog? I don't have time to waste, bro. You know what I mean? Right. So a lot of my thing is like, I don't, you know, I found out earlier today that I have about a year and a half left of school.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I graduate with my second master's, which is great. You know, master's of social work. So that's kind of cool. Next August, not this August, but the following August.
Yes.
I'll be graduating. So about a year and a half. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I started like really kind of seeing certain things, you know, that were going on. But like one of the things that I kind of realized is I don't have time to waste time, bro. Like I went to this thing today for the playoffs and shit, and it was cool, but I was like, I would have rather gone to movies. And the thing is, like, you know, I don't have time for people that are lagging, bro. You know what I mean? I don't have time for fear. I don't have time for this. Don't get me wrong. I had a lot of fear this week. I was fucking up. My head was really fucking with me for sure. But it's like, I had to hurry up and adapt to like what was going on, bro. You know what I mean? Like little by little, I'm getting better, which is cool. I was able to walk and do a little bit of yard work today. You know, but I did feel like, oh fuck, I kind of pushed it, right? But you know what I realized is like you were talking about, dude. I don't have time to like not try for opportunities.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's one of the things that I started looking at within myself, you know, a while ago, really. But especially this year, after all this shit that I went through the last 2 weeks, I was like, I ain't got time to waste, dog. Like I'm gonna hit what I gotta hit, enjoy the time with my people that I gotta enjoy. I'm gonna fucking do what I gotta do, you know what I mean? And you know, buy what I gotta buy or whatever the hell's going on. I'm looking at buying a new couch and shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't have time to like, well, maybe, and I don't have time, dude, because opportunities, you know, they show up, right? Like you're talking about getting guided by God a little bit. You know, opportunities kind of show up sometimes, and you might not realize that's the opportunity for you. Yeah. It might not be what you're expecting or what you want, but it might be the opportunity that you fucking need, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if we take too long to fucking like jump on that shit, dog, you know what I'm saying? Then the opportunity is gonna go away, or maybe your motivation to even try something new or different might go away, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you know how you watch those movies and you see those people like the action movies and they're like fucking running and then they jump to get on the train or whatever the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, 1 second off, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta make sure you hit that mark. You gotta make sure that you hit that jump so you can get onto the platform or whatever the moving train, the moving vehicle, whatever the fuck it is. And it's like that's why a lot of these movies they do so many different, you know what I mean? Retakes of shit, you know what I mean? Especially with the action scenes because they want to make sure it's on point. 1 second off, bro, will throw everything off, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Right.
And so I think the thing is the same thing for us in life, bro. You know what I mean? Like we got to take the opportunities where they're at. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us we think a lot about our goals, but we don't do nothing to fucking shoot for them.
Yes.
Or we don't adapt to really seeing that maybe there's different goals for you. That's one thing. Like a couple people, like my aunt was telling me while I was in the hospital. God has a plan for you, mijo. Okay, but she was talking about my comedy show. I said, all right, cool, right? You know what I mean? But I don't know what the fucking plan is, though, dog. You know what I mean? I want to know the whole plan so I can kind of know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
But sometimes it's not like that, bro. Sometimes shit gets thrown in your lap and you got to fucking do it audible and shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to kind of change your game plan. You know what I mean? Or sometimes you're like, you know, like you were talking about, I think you were talking to me last week where you're like, just by chance, you're at this other hospital, right?
Yes.
Taking a client and shit. And you ran into somebody just by chance. You ran into somebody, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That was like, hey, bro, like, why don't you apply here? And you're like, bro, this fucking opportunity. Well, just fucking like, apply, bro.
Just like he said, like, that opportunity, like, it just came out of nowhere, you know what I mean? Like, what are the chances that I walked in with a patient and just happened to see this guy, my old ex-coworker, you know what I mean? You know, you said something that kind of reminded me, you know, sometimes we get these opportunities that God will give us, and sometimes that opportunity, it will be there long enough for you to see it or not. You know, one thing I learned, and I remember, I think somebody said it, a famous actor, I think it was Steve Harvey, said, you've been walking down this fucking hallway with a bunch of doors, blessings everywhere. He goes, God is waiting for you to accept this fucking gift, man. It's been there waiting for you this whole time. But he hasn't taken this opportunity away. Why? He goes, because he's been waiting for you to realize and open that door and see your potential and see that opportunity is still there waiting for you.
No, but I think it's true, bro. I mean, so many people, like when I was watching the Fear Factor, if you watch the second episode, you know what I'm talking about. But they're timed on certain events, right? And it's like they're like, okay, hold on. He goes, hey, dog, it's time. Like we gotta go, dog. You know what I mean? Like, okay, 1, 2, 3. No, hold on. Hey, dog, you're burning seconds, bitch. Like, let's go. You know what I mean? Life is kind of like that. You know, a lot of people think that opportunities are gonna be there forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not, So it's interesting. Like when I went to Buffalo Wild Wings earlier today, I ran into some old coworkers when I used to work at the Laguna Treatment Hospital. Now they were like, one of the guys, we're leaving after at halftime, whatever, and everybody was leaving and shit. And he was like, hey, can I tell you something, bro? You're the best group facilitator, bro. Like you bring the humor, you bring this. Everybody loved your groups. We loved when we had to go get fucking client patients out of your groups because it's like we would sit there and listen to you and like you were just phenomenal, bro. I said, well, thank you. He goes, man, I go, and that's the job that I got paid the most ever. I got paid really well. Commute sucked though. Commute burned me out.
Oh yeah.
But one of the things that I told him, I said, I missed the job. I just don't miss the commute. I missed the pay. That pay was fantastic, dog. Jesus. But I don't miss the commute. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, dude, that commute fucking sucks. I told him how long it would take me to commute there and back.
Oh.
And he's like, man, and I haven't worked there in like 3 years or some shit. And he's like, dude, I still remember your group, man. Jesus Christ, man, like you're the best one that's ever been there. And the company went to shit, but your groups were badass, dude. And he was asking about my comedy and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, dude, I'm still doing comedy. I'm still doing it. He goes, oh, that's badass, bro. We were kind of talking about certain things like that, about those jobs and stuff. And the thing is, it was a great opportunity. I took it. I did what I had to do with it. And then I realized certain things. Sometimes opportunities aren't meant to fucking last forever either, though, bro. Not for you to choose it, but sometimes that opportunity is just like a way station. It's just like a bus stop, bro. You know what I'm saying? For you to like maybe learn something, or maybe see that you're capable, or maybe just to get out of your, get the momentum going. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like I remember when I was running DUI, my first full-time job, I was only getting paid $16.50 an hour.
Oh shit!
For 3 years, bro. No, benefits were fucking fantastic, bro. But the thing is, though, is like, the pay wasn't. I love the job. I still love whenever I work DUI for sure. It's a very easy job. But one of the things that I realized, when I was gonna leave that job, I was gonna leave a job for a little bit, maybe like a little bit more money, but like it was not like the job that I wanted.
Okay.
Right? It was like a support staff, whatever. Even though I was already certified as a counselor. And then somebody had told me, he goes, hey man, is this going to get you your foot in the door? I said, to work in treatment. I said, probably. He goes, take it.
Okay.
Take it, because you might not have this opportunity again. So I took the job, lasted a week, and I fucking quit. I said, fuck this job. And then I got another job, but it allowed me to start getting my foot in the door. Some opportunities are like that, bro. You know what I mean? Whatever the opportunity is, maybe the opportunity is just to get you off the platform, just to jump.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Just to have that leap. Sometimes the opportunity, what it is for you to fucking just try something, and maybe you start learning like, hey man, I can do other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And like the opportunities that opportunity that you take might not be like your forever, like, oh, this is my goal, or this is my dream. It might not be that. A lot of the opportunities that I've taken, bro, whether it's relationships, whether it's fucking, places to live, jobs, fucking whatever the fuck it is. A lot of the opportunities, I just tried it to see, all right, let's see what's going on. Because now I got experience. I got wisdom through it. Some of the opportunities are just that, bro. You know what I mean? And so a lot of people are scared because they want that next opportunity to be like their gold mine. Like that one movement and I'm good. Bro, I've worked in this field I'm coming up on 15 years this year working as a counselor. Bro, I have had 14 different jobs in this field.
Oh shit.
Some are for a week, some are for 2 weeks, some are for 6 years, some are for, a year, some for like 6 months. And every one I've learned something from, every one that I've been able to like push myself, to see like, well, I deserve more, or I do whatever the fuck it is. And so all these opportunities do that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Same thing with school. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, I got a second master's. I go, dude, I just know that I can fucking get a master's now. You know what I mean? Because I already had one before. Yeah. I know that I can get to school. I know I can balance my schedule. I know I can get through it. Not to lie, when I was in the hospital, bro, I was like, fuck school, man. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go live with my parents, and they're gonna have to take care of me now. So, it was that kind of thing, right?
Right.
And, because there's a little doubt, a little fear, a little like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with me, right? Kind of a deal, right? Yeah. So, but, and then you get through it and you see what the fuck's going on and you're like, okay, let's see what happens or, whatever. Yeah. Sometimes opportunities are meant to redirect you.
Oh, yes.
See what I'm saying? Sometimes opportunities are meant to get you out of that stuck.
Oh, yeah.
That stuck mode that you've been in. That stuck mode where you're like, I don't know if I could do this or not.
Or even that funk mode, too.
The funk mode, bro.
Yeah.
That funk, stuck, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The problem with a lot of people is they stay in that mode of not trying because, again, they feel like that next opportunity is going to be like the last stop. That's it. And they want it to be the one that's fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the top one, like top notch.
Yeah.
And it's like, no.
You know what I mean? It's like, if you have a sucky job and you've been there for fucking 15 years, your next one, you want it to be like, I'm going to be here till I retire.
Right, yeah, exactly.
It might not be that way, bro. You know what I'm saying? It might not be that way. You know what I mean? So, taking the opportunities when you can, it doesn't mean you have to, bro. Like, I put in a lot of applications and nothing happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It just, a lot of people tell me, at least just fucking apply. Right. Fuck, it doesn't hurt to apply. It doesn't hurt to look. I said, okay. Because I don't have to fucking take nothing.
No.
I've had a lot of employers like, well, you're not happy here? I was like, I'm just seeing what's out there, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. And then I'll take an opportunity. Maybe a week or two doesn't work out. And get to the next job. Fuck it. So I think a lot of times, especially with this year, bro, I've been realizing, like, I want to take more opportunities. You know what I mean? But I have to also be open and receptive to them.
Oh, yes.
A lot of people are fucking really closed. Hard-headed, stubborn, fucking, or just have
closed-minded,
or just have their fucking head in the sand, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they want the opportunities, but they ain't ready to open for them, be receptive for them, or take them.
Or they can be drowning in fear too.
Yeah, dude. Just whatever the fuck's keeping you, bro. I'll be honest with you. A lot of people, it's 2026, y'all. If you've had a fucked off year this year, for sure. Leave a comment, subscribe, leave a comment about how fucked up your 2026 has been. But, mine hasn't been that great, dude. I mean, it's, we're not even through the full month, and the half of this fucking month that I've experienced so far has been shitty, dude.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But, we do what we do, man. We continue to move forward, and that's one of the things when I was going to do the show last week.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I don't know if I could do it. I think I should cancel.
Yeah, we were telling you, like, if you're in pain, stay.
Well, luckily I wasn't in pain. It was more like I was in fear. But, because if I was in pain, that'd be a different story. But I was like, fuck it. Let's do it, and whatever. And, part of the thing I think with a lot of people, though, bro, is like, it's 2026, dog. If your year's been fucked off, make yourself a commitment to be open and look for opportunities, man. Sometimes opportunities will open up, to get you moving forward. You know what I mean? Maybe it's your time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That there's something else new for you. Yeah. Whether it's a new job, especially if you're not used to it or whatever, or new way to deal with your relationship, or, trying to be open with, relationship shit or whatever. Maybe a different way to, like, just be you. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's other opportunities that have shown me how to grow.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think, like, in 2026, bro, like, I kind of realized that this year. You know what I mean? Like, today I didn't want to go to this fucking playoff thing. But I know I've been stuck in the house for a while. So I was like telling Spooky, I go, it's not my thing. I don't think it's going to be the same because none of my coworkers really kind of go anymore, to these things.
Yeah.
Like, not like it was when we first started going, we're like really tight and shit. People have moved on, blah, blah, whatever. But I was like, but I got to get the fuck out. You know what I mean? I got to be out, whatever the fuck. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So that's what we did. And halftime was over and I was like, fuck this. Going home. So... but just getting out and about was okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. No harm, no foul. I got out, enjoyed some food, watched a little sports, fucking a couple of laughs, whatever. Learned a lot about myself, and then I fucking went home. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Took a nap, did a little bit of the backyard deal, and then took another nap, and that's how I know I pushed myself a little too much, bro. But I think that, this is the year to be able to be open for opportunities, man.
Yes.
One thing that I realized, bro, and I don't know if you've ever done this, because I've struggled with this.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to take opportunities because I tend to feel like I'm obligated or I have to stay loyal to somebody.
Ooh, okay, yes. Yeah.
And I'm kind of getting too old to fucking be like, well, I have to be here. I know there's one of my coworkers who stayed at this job forever. They paid him shit money. He did so much, and he finally moved on. Better pay, less fucking work, blah blah. But it took him forever to finally fucking make that fucking leap, dude.
Yeah.
And everybody kept on telling him, I was like, hey, bro, you've been around for a while, dude. You should fucking be getting paid more. You fucking bust your ass. Well, no, it's because whatever. And he was staying put because of fucking staying loyal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's good. It's good to a point, bro. You know what I mean? But at the same time, not when it's fucking you're busting your ass for chump change, homeboy. Not in your life, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's other opportunities that might be out there. There's other opportunities that might be better. Other opportunities that might be worse. You know what I mean, or whatever. But it's we can't keep making excuses why we can't look or just look. You know what I mean? Just try other opportunities, man.
You know what? And it's funny you're talking about that because right now, it just dawned on me and hit me. You know what I mean? That's the kind of the little bit of fear that I'm having right now between choosing another going to another opportunity and staying here. Here at this job, I'm coming up on 2 years in May. And people is great, love everybody. Great opportunity.
Frank's Corner.
It's a great company, to work with people wise. People are great. The problem is, like I said, it's strainful dealing with mental health patients. And it's sucky because we don't get paid enough and our fucking life is at risk all the fucking time. You know what I mean? And like he said it before, dealing with, working with patients sucks. It really does. You know what I mean? And so, and I'm here sitting here. I'm like, well, fuck, I'm like, do I stay here and people please and be loyal to them or do I say, fuck them, put me first and choose a better opportunity? You know what I mean? Like he said, so, this time around, I'm like, fuck the loyalty. Or I need to put myself first because I've been burned out before at jobs. He has been burned out at jobs and it fucking sucks, dude. I see coworkers burn the fuck out at work, People, nurses getting hurt left and right. I just had last week another nurse went down, got hurt, fucking probably tore meniscus. He's out for I don't know how long, many weeks. So when your life, when your life is at risk in a work situation.
Yeah, meniscus ain't no joke, bro.
Yeah, it ain't.
I think I might have torn my verga. My salsicha.
Tacos salchicha. But I agree with them. You know what I mean? It feels good to to be somewhere and have people talk and say he's a good employee, he does great work, he works. All that shit feels great, but at the same time, it's like, how much am I willing to put up with before I fucking break? Because I've had. Literally about 2 weeks ago, we had a female mentor, one of us, that fucking broke down in the middle of a fucking code with patients freaking out, dude. She broke down. And I was like, holy shit, like this is some reality shit, it's getting real, man. So, this time around, like he's saying, man, I gotta put myself fucking first, because if I'm fucked off, man, guess what? I ain't no good to nobody.
Well, the thing is, like, even if there's so I'm going to use you as an example because you had mentioned about this application for this other job. Just because you put in your fucking application for this opportunity, first of all, doesn't mean you're going to get it. Yeah. Second of all, doesn't mean you have to take it.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you really see I don't know if it's going to fucking whatever, you don't have to take it, bro. There's a lot of applications I've done that I never left the job. I just kind of put my application and just saw what it was because it sounded good, right? Until I did, I really researched the opportunity, and then I was like, no, it ain't. My next opportunity is going to be what I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I put in a lot of work in this career or my life or who I am, my experience and shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I've had jobs where they want to pay me less. I'm like, no, I'd rather stay at this job, bro. What the fuck am I get paid less for? You know what I'm saying? Yep. Or they want to pay me the same, but add so much work on me. I'm like, no, I'm good. Yeah. I'm very cool. You know, it sounds good on paper, bro. It's like, oh, we're gonna do this. You know, so, well, it's great. They're always like, well, you know, our benefits. I go, bitch, I already have benefits. I'm not worried about the benefits part, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to throw me something better than that. I want holidays off. I want my weekends off. I want to, you know, and there's certain things that I want in my next opportunity because I've tried so many opportunities to see what works and what doesn't for myself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But again, I've had jobs where I fucking have been looking at work and I throw in some shit like, fuck it. Let me see. Sometimes something comes from it. Sometimes it doesn't. I've had people like, hey, we'd like to interview you, man. Oh my God, you're perfect. I go, cool. Do you have this, and this? Well, we can give you this. I go, that's not enough, homeboy, not to leave where I'm at. See what I'm saying?
I see, okay.
I'd rather wait for the next opportunity because, you know, I need that, and that kind of a deal, right?
Okay.
But, I mean, you know, just to look doesn't hurt, you know, and I think the people are just afraid to look because, you know, we get guilty or the fear or whatever the fuck it is, you know, the loyalty thing or whatever the hell is happening, obligation. But, you know, the thing is like in this year, some of y'all that are listening, thank you, Wolfpack, for listening to this, but some of y'all have been dealing with shit, like whether it's physical, you know, with the sickness and flu or other people's shit, with fucking stresses, finances, fears, fucking whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe it's the time to fucking take the leap, bro. Like, that's one of the things that I fucking learned. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I looked at it, I was like, oh shit, I only got a year and a half left of fucking school. Mm-hmm. All right, so give me another few months. I'll apply for my ACSW. Then I'm looking for another job, bro.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, they're like, oh man, yeah, you're so cool, bro. You're the cool tattoo guy. I'm always the cool tattoo guy, bitch.
Yeah.
But you know, one of the things that I always tell people is like, hey, dog, I'm gone in 2 years. I've been telling them that since last year. It's like, I'm gonna be gone in 2 years. Oh, really? Yeah, motherfucker, because this isn't the top. Yeah. It's not the top. It's not the top paying. I like the holidays. I like my time off. I like the people I work with. I like how easy my fucking work is. It's cool. But I'm not going to get a degree for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm looking for more pay. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a little more responsibility. Like, I want to level up in my career in that aspect because that's where I'm shooting for.
Yeah.
You know, this is a great opportunity. It came, you know, by chance. You know what I'm saying? They hired me and it's a good fit. You know what I'm saying? Good support, good place, good, you know, they do a lot of good shit.
Yeah.
But, you know, one of the things that I kind of realize is I have to be real. I'm not going to stay here till I fucking, like, people, I'm going to retire. I'm not going to stay here 5, 10, 15 fucking years at this job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm looking to do other shit with my life, bro. You know what I mean? And I don't know where life's going to take me. I don't know if it's going to keep me in Orange County. I don't know if it's going to keep me, you know, further out, you know, in Riverside County. I have no idea where life's going to take me, bro. You know, but the thing is that, you know, there might be some opportunities to buy a house or whatever. You know, hopefully it's here because I really like this area. I was talking to my family about that. You know, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's like, hey, dude, like you're gonna thrive somewhere else. You know, and then you got to make that decision, right?
Yeah.
But you know, the biggest thing is you know, I have to be real with myself. You know what I mean? Certain opportunities are not meant to be a lifelong opportunity. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just like they say, a reason or a season. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the reason's to move on. Maybe the season is you're going to stay there for a little while and you're going to find something better or you're going to learn about yourself or at least get yourself out of that funk, like you said.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, in 2026, that's what I realized, you know, when I was feeling like I was going to be paralyzed and all this other shit that was going on in my head and whatever, like worst case scenario shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
I was like, what am I going to be able to do? I was like, well, bitch, I live in a single story house. Like, I'll be all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, I work on the first floor, bitch. Like, I'll be all right. You know, I started realizing, like, and started thinking about, like, you know, now that life's kind of throwing me some shit, like, am I going to be able to, like, adapt to all this, man? You know what I'm saying? And and I'm like, yeah, I'll be able to adapt. You know, if I got to walk with the cane, cool. If I got to fucking do this and that, if I got to lose more weight or whatever the fuck the case is, I started realizing, you know, I have to do something about it. You know, I got this insurance, go to the fucking hospital, bro. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Right. You got to go to follow-up, fucking go to follow-up or whatever the fuck the case is, right? Hey, man, there's this fucking thing going on. Why don't you go? I don't feel like, just fucking go anyway, dog. Go for half an hour, and if you don't like it, fucking go home.
Right.
Or whatever, you know what I mean? You know, this year is the year to be able to be open to opportunities and to try shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's 2026, and like I said, my year hasn't been that great, dog. So, you know what I mean? I'm not in the point of, like, you know, wasting energy, wasting time. I'm not going to be chasing motherfuckers. Right. You know, I'm not going to be people-pleasing. I'm going to be straight out and just be like, look, dude, I ain't got time to waste, bro. You know what I mean? My time is precious. My energy is precious. You know, my life is precious. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for everybody out there that's listening, I hope you see the same thing about yourself, man. You know, that your life, your time, and your energy is precious in 2026, dog. You know what I'm saying? So keep yourself open to what might happen for yourself, man. You know what I mean? That's all I could say about that right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, very true.
So, with that being said, with that being said, everybody, that's the end of this podcast right here.
Yes.
We'll see you next week. Next week. Next week we're celebrating my daughter's birthday.
Oh, yeah,
and then we're gonna go to this memorial thing on Friday for one of our brothers that passed away in recovery. That's on Friday, and then a concert Saturday. It's a very packed weekend, so a lot of recap will happen next week, the next episode. But be on the lookout for all the stuff on my YouTube channel. Of course, you can always follow me on my social media. You can always follow Frankie as well. Yes. If this is your first time listening to this, you're like, what's your social media? Go back and listen since fucking 2 years ago, motherfucker. And August and shit. We've been saying it for fucking years. But other than that, everybody, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that kind of good stuff. And we'll see you next episode, everybody.
Yes.
Much love. Stay safe.
Stay safe, guys.
Like, right.
Que es culero, güey.